Hello and welcome to the CFS to Happiness Show. How are you? So, these episodes in November, December are winter warmer shows to keep you nice and cozy and warm as we get a drink. Get something to drink, get a nice blanket and cozy up by the fire over here. Ooh, can you feel the warmth? If you're seeing the show, you can see there's a lovely Christmassy fireplace and some lights up in the corner and some little snowflakes. So welcome to the winter warmer edition of the CFS to Happiness show. So today we've got some lovely things for you, a couple of songs, a little story and a quiz, and I've got some hacks for you for managing rest, mastering rest when you have chronic fatigue. So let's get into it and let me know if you're cozying up with a blanket. So we are going to go into the song first of all. So there's a song that I love to sing on this show. Because this is called the CFS to Happiness show, there's a song that actually a comedian, an English comedian, used to sing, and it went something like this. And then I'm going to sing with the piano as well, but it went, happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that I possess. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my fair share of happiness. So cute, isn't it? So that is like the theme song to this show. And I'm going to sing another song for you now called the Sky Boat Song. So this has a great history to it. A lot of English folk songs, British folk songs, and songs from around the world, national sort of old songs have a lot of history to them. And this one is about Bonnie Prince Charlie on his way to the Isle of Skye, and it's a lovely, lovely song that we often learn as children. Well, we used to. Children don't learn things so much anymore like this, like traditional songs, but anybody from my sort of age range would have heard of this one. So it goes, speed Bonnie boat, like the bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Loud the winds howl, loud the waves roar, thunderclaps rend the air. Baffled our foes stand by the shore, follow they will not dare. Speed Bonnie boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Though the waves leap, soft shall ye keep ocean's a royal bed. Rocked in the deep, Flora will keep watch by your weary head. Speed Bonnie boat, like the bird on a wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. There are more verses, but I won't put you through them at the moment. Okay, so quiz time. Let's get some music going. Wrong music. That was the wrong music there. Let me bring the volume right down so you can hear me well. There we go. Okay, so are you ready? Hold on to your hats for the quiz time. So, quiz. Number 1 question, and I'll tell you the answer. You've got 30 seconds to answer, so type it into the comments if you are watching the live. You can do this if you're watching the replay too. So who has won the most total Academy Awards? Who has won the most total Academy Awards? 30 seconds to answer. Okay, and the answer is Walt Disney. So what artist has the most streams on Spotify? What musical artist has the most streams on Spotify? Ready for the answer? I'll give you a second. Most streams on Spotify. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is Drake. So we have a few more questions for you. So geography, in which country was Elon Musk born? In which country was Elon Musk born? Are you ready to answer? It is South Africa. Who performs the voice of Homer Simpson? Who performs the voice of Homer Simpson? Get your answers in. And the answer is Dan Castellaneta. So what is the tallest type of tree? What is the tallest type of tree? And the tallest type of tree is redwood trees. And the last question, true or false? Holland is a region in the Netherlands. Is that true or false? And the answer is true. So if you got some of those right, yeah, congratulations. Okay, so a little tiny story today is, yeah, I have been getting a little bit better recently. How are you doing? I'm in an amazing program, and that is what is making all the difference to me. And so I've been doing a new business as well, and able to do that, which is really helping me to level up. And I knew that at some point I would get an adjustment period, or people call it a flare-up. Flare-ups are not a brilliant expression to use if we've got CFS, ME, long COVID, fibromyalgia, because it can really make us think of panic, fire, problem, and make us go into a bit of a panic mode. So it can set off a whole chain of symptoms and worry, emotional and mental worry, and then that goes into physical things as well. So it's better to use something like an adjustment period, and an adjustment period can actually be a really, really good thing. It can show that you've leveled up, just like if you go to the gym and you start with some small weights or whatever you're doing in the gym, you just start small and then you gradually pick it up a little bit, and at some point your muscles will really ache. This is for normal people, by the way. Their muscles will really, really ache, and so they know they have to just pull back a little bit. But it doesn't mean that they go into a whole panic and think, oh no, this is terrible. I'm never going to get better now. I can't go to the gym anymore. They just think, okay, well, I just need to calm it down for a little bit until I can get back into it and then start steadily again. And that's what we do. It's just, if we just think of it like going to the gym, this is one of the things that the coaches have taught me in the program. So it's really great because today I've really had quite an adjustment period, an AP as we can call it. I didn't feel well enough to go out at all today. I was sitting on my bed and I was really struggling to be able to focus on anything. And I was really struggling to breathe easily as well. Thankfully, this evening it has lifted quite a bit, so I'm able to do this, which is such a blessing because I love coming to see you and saying hi. So yeah, I have in my mind that I know that this is just part of me leveling up, and if I go through this little adjustment period, thank the Lord that it's just a small one. I felt it coming on yesterday and it was quite a lot worse, so it made me really quite emotional today, because it's just hard, isn't it? It's hard to function, it's hard to get things done that you want to get done, and when you have A-type personalities like a lot of us do, we have all these things that we want to get done, all these deadlines, and I want to make sure that I've washed up and done the basic things, done the dishwasher, done the clothes washing, made the dinner, and things like that are very, very hard when we're in the thick of it, and we can really start to go in a really negative, panicked spiral. And I actually realised during the night that this was coming on now, because I started to have really weird sort of negative dreams, very emotional sort of things in my mind as I was waking up. And it's such a blessing now that I cannot go down these pathways that my brain is going to. If it goes down an emotional road, I can now say to myself, everything's okay, it's just the nervous system, everything's fine, I am safe, my body is safe, everything is fine. So I hope that really helps over that sort of mindset, because it really is making all the difference to me. There's some good books that you can get as well that are really helpful over that. I'm going to get ready to tell you some things about mastering rest, and this is going to go onto my YouTube channel as a pre-recorded video. I'm going to cut this bit out and use it on my channel, and that is a really good tip, by the way, if you want to create content but you've got fatigue going on. You can repurpose your stuff in quite easy ways. I will also make a blog and a newsletter out of this. I'll make a podcast, an audio podcast out of this, and I'll make video shorts out of all of this as well. So do let me know if you'd like some help with that. Let's have a chat about mastering rest when you have chronic fatigue or any of these other things. So for everybody, and each stage of your journey with chronic fatigue, rest can look like different things. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've got to lie down in a darkened place, shut your eyes, and just completely chill out. For if you've got quite bad chronic fatigue or quite a big flare up or adjustment period going on, then that's probably a good idea. But even then, if that is not something that helps you, then you don't necessarily need to do that, because rest can be different for everybody. Rest for one person might be that they chat to their friend, or if they're up to it, go out and be with a friend, be with somebody who lifts them, or be outside in nature where it just lifts you and makes you happy in your favourite place. So doing something that is not your sort of run-of-the-mill hard things that you feel you've got to do or you should do is something that really lifts your heart and mind. So if you're in sort of the higher stages of recovery, then something like that can be massive rest for you, or doing some crafts or journaling. So if you're slightly worse but you still don't need to completely lie down and try and sleep, then journaling can be really helpful. So putting down your thoughts onto paper, and then often it's a good idea to get rid of them, scrub them, or put them in the bin or wherever, and get rid of them, because we can pour out our mind onto that paper and then you can move on from it. That can be really helpful. Yeah, or colouring or crafting can be really good if you've got that higher level of ability to think and use your body. So I would really recommend that you think of something that you love to do, that you find calms you. It can be that you sit up on your bed or on the couch and you have maybe an infrared blanket, something that's really calming and warming. Maybe that would really help. Or maybe it's being by the seaside, if you're somewhere where you can get near the sea, and feeling the sea breeze, that cooling, calming sea breeze. Something that really helped me as well when I was in the very early stages of recovery is to go to a salt cave and to lie back on a chair, and they've got very comfortable chairs that actually massage you gently, and they give you a warm lavender, it's like a little salt miniature salt pillow that they've warmed up, and you can put that on your chest and just relax there, and the salt is helping in the atmosphere, is just helping you to calm down. And maybe you've got a favourite podcast that you like to listen to, so just lying down or sitting up in a comfy place and listening to that podcast that can calm you. Something else that really helps me to get rest when I'm not in a really high level of a flare or an adjustment period is on YouTube. There are lots of videos, and I type in rest sleep, and these videos come up with lovely nature videos, maybe of drone images of beautiful sunsets and beaches and mountains and wonderful places, and I can just gently look at that and listen to calming music at the same time. I hope it was helpful for you too. Let me know if it was. And we've got Tim here. It's lovely to see you, Tim. Thank you so much for popping in. Really appreciate that. Tim is somebody who knows what it's like to live with invisible illness, and I'm very honoured to be one of the authors in his new book about invisible illnesses, and it's really helping a lot of people, those stories in there. So let me know if you'd like a copy of that. And I think that's it for today. We've got through all the quiz and the songs and the story time and everything. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I really look forward to seeing you on the new one. If you'd like links to the audio podcast, I'd be very happy to get that to you, or if you're on the podcast, I'd be very happy to give you the links to the CFS to Happiness show on YouTube. YouTube so that you can see the video. Okay, take care, everyone. Let's play some music. Bye.